Hello and welcome to On the Counter. This week we are joined again by returning guest Max Wilson. Hello.
Hello. You said my surname, but
She's like, hello.
we'll go with it.
Where's Bish going? We're also joined by.
Are we going to restart that?
He's got a fedora hung up on his wall. Yeah. We're also joined by Sam. I thought Bish was doing a bit. James Bishop. Good week of football for you? What is he doing?
This is a scuffed intro.
I've got my old trousers out.
We'll leave it in. It's more interesting than anything we've done before. James Bishop, good week of football?
No.
Okay. Sam, good week of football?
No.
Max, good week of football?
Yes, my guy.
This is the first time I think Max has been on that in any capacity where he's been happy to talk about Tottenham. So
I've never been happy before.
This is the first time ever. Let's start with Tottenham. You good week. Europa League. You comfortably through.
Bossed it.
Absolutely destroyed Burnley. Made Nick Pope break dance.
Sean Dyche in the pocket.
And then you've got. And then you've had a pretty nervy, but a resilient win against the Fulham side.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have been a win though, should it? Because the handball rule's fucked and now it's been changed.
Yeah, well, should we talk about that? So that handball yesterday was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we've got today they come out and said that they've changed it. They've changed that rule. Now,
how would you feel if you're a Fulham fan though now and they've just changed it now?
They would have had a goal conceded against Brighton. The rules changed.
Well, no, but like considering it was literally yesterday. Like,
yeah, that is stupid. Well, it makes me think, like, you know, because like VAR, they go, "Oh, we can't scrap VAR midway through the season." They're just changing rules midway through the season, so surely they can.
It's all a bunch of lemons.
How many handballs were at the start of the season? Like that Kante one last night would have been handball at the start of the season, but now it's not. It's really weird. Like them chop and changing halfway through is just kind of odd.
The one I always remember is the Tottenham Newcastle one.
Yeah,
the Eric Dyer one from behind, where he's like up like that. Yeah, that's just.
Why don't we go back to? I don't know. We can agree to disagree or agree to agree. Where do we stand on handballs? Because I used to think if it's a deliberate action to handle the ball, it's handball.
Yeah.
And if it's deliberate and like in a completely unnatural position, but some of the handballs given even still now, like what are you meant to do with your arms? Like what? Are you meant to cut them off?
Well, even then, you say unnatural position. The one for Fulham is literally by his side. There's no more.
He's not.
Yeah, but it's an attacking phase. Fucking bollocks, mate.
Do you know what?
I'm a Tottenham fan and I'm still annoyed by that.
Yeah,
like,
you are at a disadvantage if you have arms. Playing football, you are. Because if you had no arms, you wouldn't have to worry about. I'm not saying that I would want no arms.
But to be able to run, because you wouldn't be able to get your momentum. You would just like
throw-ins as well would be an absolute. They'd be an absolute.
Yeah,
pain.
you wouldn't. You'd be on set pieces, but you wouldn't be on throw-ins. You couldn't be a goalie either. So
we just need we need like a reverse Oscar Pistorius to become a full-fledged footballer.
You mean
so instead of no legs, he's got no arms.
Amputee who's got his arms? Not got his arms.
Yeah.
A reverse Oscar Pistorius. It's not the only one.
The only one that springs to mind.
He was a horrible.
We've gone with a very strange start for this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're vibing. Anyway, let's talk about Tottenham. Gareth Bale and Dele Alli. When you were last on, we were talking about them because Mourinho was making Ali his sort of scapegoat almost. He said that once he had all these attacking players, he said once we get Ali, the version we haven't seen yet, he's really stepped his game up recently. Are you getting the best out of them now? What's changed?
Well, apparently I saw that Allardyce came out in an interview. I think it was like yesterday or something, or the day before, and said that Ali has really had his head switched on since the end of January. So since the transfer window ended and the PSG stuff broke down, apparently Mourinho spoke to him, and apparently he sort of got his head back on and was like, okay, well, I'm here now. I might as well try my best to get into the first team. But he's been good. Like he hasn't been. He's nowhere near like the level that he was. He's been good. The overhead kick was good. But it was okay against Fulham in the first half. It was good in the first. I mean, they were all good in the first half.
Yeah.
It's just in the second half they I think they just sort of realised that they could get us. But yeah, no, Dele Alli's been.
What do you think about his England chance?
He's improved. 0. He won't get any. Yeah, he won't get any.
Is that just because the amount of talent?
It's because of the manager. Like,
so your favourite player, Mason Mount, would probably be.
Well, yeah, but because Southgate wants to fuck him. So.
Yeah, true. Who doesn't?
Spurs
Bale,
could do with Mason Mount right now.
I'll leave. I will leave.
Go talk about Gareth.
But the thing is, with Bale, like he's always been that good. He's never lost it. He just, I don't know. It was almost like he was. It's almost like he didn't really know what he was doing in that position. Like he just didn't really know what to do in that team, and it seems like it's just sort of clicked now.
That goal against Burnley gave me proper like 2014 Bale vibes. Like,
yeah, it did.
Just like hitting it first time on his left foot.
Yeah. But against Fulham, other than the ball into Ali that we scored from, so the ball that he put into Ali where it hit his heels and then he laid it off to Son. Other than that, he didn't really do anything against Fulham. He was pretty useless. So he had a few free kicks from like 80 yards that he just smacked into the Fulham defenders. But that was it really. So it was okay. It was good against Burnley, really good, like 10 out of 10. But he had like a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
And we're back. Sorry, we had to cut Robinho enter the room. James Bishop, I'm going to come to you instead because you're in a really weird mood. As a Liverpool fan, are you scared of Tottenham?
Scared of everyone. Scared of Fulham, you can't. Fulham, Josh Maja hat-trick on the weekend. Put your money on it, honestly. Thiago picks funds up. Trent will put a couple of crosses into no one, and
the last time I can remember seeing Liverpool being pretty all right was when they played Spurs. You played them at the
against Leipzig, but in the actual league.
Yeah, in the league. But I mean, like that game against Spurs at White Hart Lane. Well, the Tottenham Hotspur space. Well, what do we call it last night? The Amazon Prime Arena.
The next day delivery dome.
The next day delivery dome. Like
I thought that was a turning point. Like back when we were at the start of January, I thought that was because I think by Spurs we drew United. I think we'd lost at home to Burnley. Because then we played Spurs and West Ham away, won both of them, looking decent, and I was like, oh. Here comes the turnaround. I can't remember who the next game was at Anfield. It might have been Brighton. No, it was Brighton, I think.
With Burnley?
Or it might have been, I don't know. We lost the game.
Yeah. We've lost your last 5 at home. So.
That's what I mean.
Let's talk about Liverpool. Because they played Tommy T's 3-4-3 last night. And they got smashed.
By Tommy T?
But yeah, Tommy T is... Do you know what? Hear me out. Thomas Tuchel is going to be a great success at Chelsea, I think. Because I think the way he works, where I don't think his system works with a team of, what's the word?
Yes,
superstars. The way he the way he sets up, it's very much like everyone has to work for it to go together. And I think players like Mount, even to an extent, like Azpilicueta. Olivier Giroud's a really hard worker as well up top. So is Timo Werner, to be fair to him. And I know I know he's not been in a bad run. Pulisic is a hard worker as well.
And he's worked Pulisic before.
Yeah. What was it? They've since Tuchel's come in, the only team to have gained more points than Chelsea at City.
Yeah.
And where Chelsea
one big thing you're forgetting though. He's at Chelsea. And Chelsea are ruthless with managers when even the slightest bit goes wrong. Yeah. So he can be a success there, but let's be honest, he's not going to be there for ages.
They're also very generous when it goes right. For example, if he won some, like, you think about like Di Matteo. Di Matteo didn't really have credentials to be like their permanent manager, really. Apart, obviously, they won the Champions League, that great end of the season run, so they kept him. Whereas, like, they do reward managers for success, but with Chelsea is always instant.
You're always looking, you're always looking over your shoulder.
I think with Tuchel though, like being successful at Chelsea, straight off the bat, surely that's bad because you set your standards so high, and then if he loses 4 games out of 6 or whatever, he's probably gone.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. What if he's come in and he's gone to the board saying, "What's my goal this season?" It's going to be top 4, isn't it?
It's trophies.
Yeah. Maybe are they still in the FA Cup?
Yeah. They'd be Morecambe.
Yeah, they beat someone else, and then they beat a championship side as well.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe Sheffield Wednesday, but they're still in the Champions League. Obviously, I expect them to win the Champions League. But the Champions League's weird this year because I can't think of anyone who's really
Bayern don't look.
City are going to win it this season.
Could win it, but then they're bottle it against.
I really hope they do.
They are. They're bottle it against.
Let's talk about City because I know Bish doesn't want to talk about Liverpool too much. We had one of the most exciting title races, Christmas time, and even the start of the season. This is so exciting. We've got loads of different teams in it. By March, it's over.
No, yeah, because people forgot that when City caught up with form and have a settled back 4, do they expect teams to keep up with City? City will end on 90-odd points. They might. I said that I can't see them losing.
How many games have they lost?
Can't remember.
3.
Yeah, it can't have been many.
Start of the season.
Oh yeah, I think it's 2 or 3.
2.
I don't think I can't.
We beat them.
Yeah, you beat them at the next day delivery dome.
Yeah, we did.
I can't. Can you think of anyone who's going to beat City? And don't say United on Sundays.
United on Sunday will beat them. United will beat them.
Reckon?
Honestly, it's all set up. It's all set up for City to batter them and win, and that normally means that Solskjaer just pulls it out of his arse and wins.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
If it's on the line, he turned into Sir Alex, and they would just go and win.
I wouldn't say his job's on the line at the moment, though.
We had a message from a friend of the show, Joe Lemon.
I know what you're going to say, yeah.
And he said, he messaged me and said, "Can you please talk about next time about how boring this City unbeaten run is?" And to be honest, it is boring because they are so good. But 20 unbeaten, was it 20 wins in a row, wasn't it? Is it 20 wins?
Yeah, it's 20 wins and 21 now.
Yeah, 21 now.
It's still boring. They're still
that's what I'm saying is if this was another team, everyone would be like, "This is such an amazing achievement," but because it's City, everyone's like,
yeah.
City's teams more so Guardiola's teams, they're always just a bit too perfect. You know where there's no it's all just a bit. They get one goal and you just kind of go, the game's done.
It's robotic. It is constant robotic.
It's good though. I mean, it works.
I wouldn't even enjoy it if I was a fan. If that was Tottenham, I wouldn't enjoy that. I'd be like, "Oh, we've scored. I'm turning off."
I would love to see my team score a goal. That's great.
Yeah.
Also with City is when they've had a problem like De Bruyne being out, they've had world-class backups to call on.
Well, we were talking.
Other teams where they've got the injury problems, they're that's where they struggle. But because they've spent so much and they're going, "Oh no, say John Stones gets injured, or there's Laporte there."
Yeah.
When De Bruyne was out, Gundogan was there.
We'll talk about their depth. Foden is probably one of the brightest talents in the Premier League. Probably one of the best talents
overall. Midfielders
and
in the league.
He's back up.
Think of it right. My best example.
They made 6 changes in the week.
Yeah.
What other team could just make 6 changes like that and it not change?
But the thing is that their second team could still qualify for the top 4 easily. They can still get the champion. They could probably even win the league.
Yeah, still challenge.
Their second string is probably not far off. They could put out a second string that will give Man United a game.
But Guardiola said it, didn't he? Guardiola even came out recently and said, "Well, we're where we are because we have money. That's it."
Yeah, I rate that. I rate it. From Guardiola,
Yeah.
all the people are like, "Oh, you spend money." I just sit there and go, "Yeah, we do."
Yeah, you've got it to spend.
Yeah. But then Guardiola, he sort of just looks like Fraudiola again, doesn't he? Because he listed all these teams. He was like, "Oh yeah, well, Barcelona's, Bayern Munich's, they all have this money." Is that, mate? You're naming all the clubs you've managed. You're basically saying that your achievements mean nothing because you've got money. Like,
to be fair,
he
and
doesn't
at
compete with a lemon.
Barcelona, they did spend a lot. They didn't spend too much, but he also had like one of the greatest players of all time. It's like,
Well, yeah, like,
like Bobby Zamora in League One for Brighton. It's just not fair.
He won the league. They
Reference
won
you all love.
I'm back.
the league before we came in, so like he had a very good squad at Barcelona. Same as City.
Yeah. With obviously this weekend the big game is City United. Before we move on to different segments of the show, we obviously talk about football. City United. Is it Old Trafford?
Etihad.
Is it the Etihad?
Yeah.
Sam, how confident as a United fan are you going into that? You play better against the bigger sides.
It'll be 0-0. It'll be 0-0.
But
we're unbeaten away.
0-0.
So it'd be the game for us to lose 100%.
Yeah.
But then I'd say that if we were playing Sheffield United away again, I'd just be like, we're going to lose this.
The difference between United this year, and you'll obviously be the better one to tell us because you watched every game. But last season, it was like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was good against the top 6, but you couldn't beat the lower teams. Then obviously the start of this, the midway through the season when you went on that run, you were beating the smaller teams, let's say. But then like against Arsenal, you drew twice.
We have not. Most of our games against the top 6 have been 0-0.
Chelsea, you drew, didn't you?
Yeah, both. I think it was both times.
Yeah.
0-0.
So
City was that 0-0?
Yeah. Have you changed the style of play from last season?
I don't
possibly because like last season when we were playing a top 6 side, it was 5 at the back, Dan James and Rashford up front, hit him on the counter. Because that it would work that we'd get the win, possibly. Like when we beat City at Old Trafford, which I was there.
You had to put that in. Not a fake fan.
No, I go to games because trust my accent.
2 tickets to Old Trafford, please, sir.
But now we're still setting up with the 4-2-3-1, and we're playing Lindelof and Maguire and Fred McTominay, which is basically 6 at the back, and we're not even able to hit them on the counter because we don't have the
name drop.
Like Paul Pogba. We don't have like the Paul Pogba to carry the ball forward or anything because McTominay and Fred aren't doing that.
Yeah,
and it's just also Martial is on horrid
form. A long time, isn't he?
He's back in.
But he has been out for a while, hasn't he? Do you think he maybe? Because what would you say is your best midfield 2? Because you've obviously had a few this season. You can say out
Pogba and Matic, but like Fred and McTominay haven't been dreadful.
Yeah,
but
So what's your prediction for this weekend? Go on then. We'll take your prediction.
0-0.
0-0, Bish prediction.
Yeah.
Max.
2-1 United.
Ooh, Sam likes that.
I'll take it.
I had a question that I just had in my head. Well, obviously, we'll have to stop and come back because Zoom hates us. But I had a question, and I put it. I was going to say for this episode, but Bish want to talk about it. Who is our current player of the year, like PFA Writers Player of the Year? Obviously, Jordan Henderson won it last year. Who would you say this year? I'm going to go to Bish first because I know he is.
Probably Ruben Diaz.
Really?
Boring. I mean, he's kind of had a similar impact like Van Dijk had that year. Van Dijk won it with like that City team was really leaky, that back four last year. And you look at the start of the season when they lost to Leicester, the back two of it was Garcia and Ake, and like they conceded 5 at home to Leicester, whereas now they don't
concede. What the fuck happened to Nathan Ake? I forgot about him.
He's injured, I think. He got a bad injury. Yeah.
Really odd signing.
So you going Ruben Diaz?
I think Ruben Diaz probably. People are saying Gundogan, but I was like, he had like 10 really good games.
Yeah. Guest Max Wilson. Who are you saying?
I was gonna say Gundogan, but then like if you're looking at like numbers and stuff, Harry Kane's got an insane amount of assists and an insane amount of goals. I know it sounds a bit biased, but he does have incredible numbers. Yeah. I think he's got like if you combine the two, he's higher than anyone else.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think Kane is that type of player where, like, when Tottenham don't have him, they are worse off without him.
Yeah.
There's no replacement for him.
No, exactly.
Because he is such a world-class striker. So you're putting Harry Kane into that. Sam, what about you?
For me, it's either between so far Bruno Fernandes or Ruben Diaz, same as Bish. Bruno Fernandes just because of the stats.
Yeah,
the penalties, all of the penalties.
Yeah, cry more.
It's true though. It's true.
Tony Brighton's down. We'll be upset.
No, they both got 25 goal involvements, like assists and goals.
Who does?
Bruno and Kane. Like Kane's.
No one's moaning about for that. No one's moaning about Kane taking penalties because he hasn't scored as many as Fernandes.
And he dies to get them.
Also, Harry Kane has scored against the top 6 this season.
Yeah, so is Bruno.
Has he? Who did he score against?
Spurs.
Oh yeah, penalty. What happened in that game, Sam? What was the score, Sam?
I remember the pen and then I blanked.
Well,
it was 6-1.
I just want to get the stat that was it Edison and Alisson have more goal involvements than Bruno does against the top 6.
But also with Bruno in the top, when we're playing the top 6, we're playing Lindelof, Maguire, and McTominay and Fred. We're sitting back.
Sam, I've got an interesting question for you actually regarding your defence. I have a question regarding your defence. So I saw something on Sky Sports the other day, right? We're a bit above them on the counter, right? Like Sky Sports are
as a reputable
below.
source, we are.
Yeah, but I saw that massive salmon Jamie Redknapp speaking to that big fucking twat Roy Keane about.
They were fighting.
They were like proper squabbling, right? And Jamie Redknapp actually defended Spurs for the first time in his fucking life. Considering they paid his wages, it's quite concerning. But he was like, "Oh yeah, well, I'll do it how he did it. Alderweireld will get in Tottenham's team." That's what he said, like that as well. That's how he did it. In Man United's team. In Man United's team. Do you think? Do you agree with the big twat Jamie Redknapp that Alderweireld will get in your team?
He's better than Maguire.
Yeah, but then if we're talking about it from logical, he wouldn't get him because Maguire's captain and.
But would you take him?
Would you take a swap if you got offered Alderweireld for Maguire? Would you take it?
Please say no.
No, but would you take it?
No, I probably wouldn't. Not that I rate Maguire highly.
What about Dunn?
No. Stay down there.
What about Kane? Would you take Kane?
Anyway.
Not for Maguire. I feel like it's a different position.
Kane is playing in centre back. I'm just gonna add my. My knowledge in. I think if Liverpool were having a better season, Mo Salah would be in that conversation because I think he has actually had a decent season. Is he top goal scorer?
Yeah, he's still top
goal scorer. And considering that they haven't scored in the last, what was the last goal they scored at home? Was that penalty, wasn't it, against City in the last 9 games or something? 10 hours open play, they haven't scored a goal. But obviously, I would have put Salah in there. But for me, I think I'm going on the same as Bish. I think Stones might be in with a shout. I think Stones has played very well.
In all fairness to City, you buy 8 centre backs, at least one of them's going to do all right.
They have bought loads. They spent about 700 million on defenders since Guardiola's been there.
Yeah,
it's the fact even Laporte, one of the best centre backs in the Prem, last season was it? No, he's not even getting in there at the moment. Like Stones and.
Can
I say how shit is Raheem Sterling?
Yeah, he's pretty dead, isn't he?
I can't think of anything he's done this season.
In that team as well, you think he'd just be loving life?
He's missed David Silva, isn't he? Massively. I think David Silva was put on a plate for him.
I thought De Bruyne is right. De Bruyne's been in and out, hasn't he? Like injury.
Yeah, but it's like
you see, De Bruyne's got like the highest expected goals ratio, and he's like scored like compared to his goals scored, he's got like 8 xG, and he scored like 3. It's like the lowest performance in the Premier League.
Could do with him.
Shut up. Just you know what? I read the thing the other day. It was expected points, and it was like.
We're going to talk about Brighton.
Nah. Unexpected. We only have 2 minutes before this ends, and then we're going to Sam's segment. But the we're fourth on expected points.
Hey, I look. No, someone put it up earlier.
You're top four.
You're second behind City on expected points in like goals, whatever. It's something mad.
I should be. You know what? Rona lifts. Me and Robinho heading off to Romania or somewhere. You know, Austria away.
Imagine that. That's like
we're gonna be heading to Rotherham on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
St Andrews on a fucking Sunday midday kickoff and seeing us.
The Sam away day in the Championship though. Oxford away day.
Well, they're not getting promoted. They're shit as well.
What do you mean they've won like 10 out of their last 12 games?
No, they haven't.
I swear they've won like 1 million games recently.
They've lost the last
shite.
They were doing really well. It's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back for Sam's segment. Sam, you got it ready?
Yeah, I'm all sorted.
Is there a theme tune for
it? We'll make
Bruce, make one on your guitar.
Hello, we are back. My camera has died, so I'm back on the shitty one. But it's time for the final part of the show, Sammy's segment. Sam, hit the tune.
Sammy's segment.
I know, he was not expecting that.
No, I thought you were throwing it to Max.
No, I wanted to.
I would have.
I want to see your creative spark on the spot, but it never came.
Oh, the hit was there.
Get creative.
Fuck's sake. Sam, what is your segment this week?
So, in honour of the cycling GK,
it
is what football player we would like to see make a YouTube channel, not who we think is most likely.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, what?
No,
so what are we saying? Are we saying any content? Are they vlogging? Are they?
If you'd like to see, you know, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doing a makeup tutorial, that's what we want to see. But you know, right. So we'll start off with Arsenal.
I would say Nicolas Pepe, just to see what he does on a day-to-day basis, because I'm convinced he just goes into his back garden, does ball rolls, and then goes to sleep.
Steppo.
Like, I'm convinced. I would like to see that.
I'd like to see. Can I? Okay, he's on loan from Arsenal, but Saliba.
Yeah.
Saliba rating.
Definitely will be X-rated.
Just wanking off the whole time.
Is this video made for kids? No. I'll back Bishop with that. I'll go Saliba.
Yeah, I'm going with Saliba. Where's
Aston?
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
I thought you did.
Aston Villa.
Jack Grealish, just see what he's doing in those hotel rooms.
Yeah, but he's the most likely. Oh, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, he has an interesting life. To see that vlogged would be...
Yeah, can you imagine him vlogging that? Him driving drunk in lockdown and he like...
That would be pretty funny.
I'll go Jack Grealish. He's got an interesting life. I'll go him.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
We're going Jackie
Either him or the completely different end of the spectrum, John McGinn, just to see him eat chips in like a hotel lobby. Matt Target
with his train reviews.
I love big tunnel
reviews. Sorry.
Yeah. Go on then. We'll go Jack Grealish.
Very nice. Brighton and Hove Albion.
I want to say, see, the thing is, I have a good one, but he's on loan. Shane Duffy, because of his antics when they got promoted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where didn't he shag like 3 birds while he was married?
He got
allegedly.
in the Sun. There came a picture of him just naked in bed.
Mate,
some girl
the original series of that period between when you gained promotion, but then obviously didn't win like a game in your last 3, where he's just on the piss for like 3
players
weeks.
were on the piss more than I was.
Yeah.
At least I showed up to Brighton versus Bristol City. They fucking didn't.
Also, Bruce, you just said the Sun, and Alex Molino's probably watching this, so he's probably just headbutted his fucking screen.
So is Bish. With catch these out, Sammy and Nasri. Right, Brian. What I'm throwing in, I'm throwing in Neil Moore shit housing everyone he meets on a day-to-day basis.
But not scoring goal.
A seagull, just.
He's one of those guys that like do like a prank channel. He'd dress up as like a mannequin, and then he'd fucking jump out on people in like Primark.
But I think Bish's thing of a collective group of when we got promoted to
Not a documentary on the season, just that period where you like.
I'll go with that. Sam, you got anyone who you used?
No, I'd love to see that.
Percy Tau to see his South African brethren.
Oh boy, my brother.
Burnley.
Oh God, they're all boring.
Sean
Dyche
doing
challenges.
Him doing challenges like eating worms.
Did you see Sean Dyche? Did you see Sean Dyche's press conference the other day, where he was on about someone asked like how much Nick Pope would go for, and he says, "Yeah, you're saying he's going to go for millions." He goes, "I'll take him for a trip to the pub and a packet of crisps right now." He's like, "You never know, I might."
It's about Spurs signing Nick Pope.
Yeah, after that performance against us, they can keep him.
Okay.
He nearly broke his neck.
Yeah, I'm going Sean Dyche.
Yeah, Sean Dyche.
Everyone else supporting there. Jay Rodriguez, maybe.
Chelsea. No. Yeah. Chelsea. Talking of racists.
Nice segue.
Okay, right, lads. Here out. Mason Mount in like a Joe Sugg-esque, doing like a
Thatcher Mount.
Yeah, like I could just see like, Mason Mount.
Footballer Mount.
I'm going around to fix someone's toilet today.
He's literally a painter and decorator. Would you tune in, Max, Mason Mount?
No, I would not.
What do you have against him? He's a nice
I would. I've gone with it like 2 years ago, and now I've got to stick with it. That's it. I will die on this hill.
He's going to win the winning goal for us the Euros.
Probably, and I won't even fucking smile.
Yeah, all right.
I was going to say Kepa Arrizabalaga just to see himself like literally pissing on a picture of Maurizio Sarri every day. That would be pretty funny.
I can't think of any. This is a difficult question because it's.
Timo Werner would be pretty cool to see his shooting practice. Yeah. He will celebrate like he's like won the World Cup when
it's not who we think it is, who we'd want.
Yeah, who you want to see. So literally any type of content.
Pulisic going around England, like getting like really confused by all these things. Like, what the fuck's your meal deal, bro?
Chips, bro.
Bro, these meal deals are sick, bro. Oh my god.
Hear me out.
Oh my god, dude! You have a place called WH and Smith? That is incredible, bro. What the fuck?
I could buy a magazine and a pen.
Normally, when I buy a magazine, I'm going to shoot up a fucking
bro.
school after.
I'm going Pulisic.
What about Olivier Giroud beauty routine?
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a sexy man.
I have a feeling it would be very similar to the American Psychos.
It would be.
No.
There you go.
Right. Okay. So we've all had our own ones there.
Crystal Palace.
Jordan, are you? Because he feels like a pedo.
What?
He just looks a bit wrong.
That's the biggest alleged.
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't Jordan, are you? As well. I've got a question. Why you'd want to see Jordan, are you being a pedo?
No. Listen, I don't want to see any content from like that side of things. I just want to see like the kind of life he leads.
You want to see a post-match review?
He looks like he goes home and he just sort of like cuts up dolls or something. Like he just looks weird.
No, I really want to be educated. I want to be educated on history by Wayne Hennessy.
Yes.
Wayne Hennessy's homeschooling.
Yeah.
Like Joe
Wayne Hennessy's horrible history.
Horrible Hennessy.
Yeah.
Horrible Hennessy's.
On the Holocaust, but you just got the royalty-free ukulele music in the background.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know what a Nazi is.
He goes, before you mentioned the Holocaust, I didn't know it existed until 2 months ago.
At Dachau, over 100,000 Jews lost their lives in the background.
Allegedly.
You know that?
Yeah. Right, okay, we'll go Wayne Hennessy being a horrible human. Go on.
Yeah. Horrible human
Everton.
Hennessy. Richarlison, because I would like to see him struggle to speak English.
In similar terms to Max, I'm going Tom Davis. He just seems like a weird bloke.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Him at Fashion Week.
You know, he could just do those videos where they go around like paying for homeless people's coffees, like he did the other day. He did the other week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sam, who are you going for?
Yes.
No one in particular.
Tom Davies.
Okay.
I was thinking Jordan Pickford, but I don't know what type of content it'd do.
It should be him going to raves.
He's like fucking Cal the Dragon, isn't he, on TikTok?
I think Cal the Dragon's actually better than him.
Probably.
He's terrible. He's got to be saving that.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
All right, Fulham, and I've got one for this already.
Don't say Scott Parker.
Scott Parker, try-on halls.
This is my boohoo man, Paul.
My team bought my ASOS shop.
I want Mitrovic, and I want it to be like a boxing channel where he just goes around beating other Serbians up.
Oh, you know what it's like? You've seen a channel like Street Beefs, where it's just like street fighting. Just Alexander Mitrovic street fighting in Fulham, like against some like real posh boys. It's just him like absolutely clattering some.
Hello, it is me. I am at the cottage ready to beat up this man. Just fucking going around beating up people at the Craven Cottage.
I'm going to change his allegiance.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. Can we agree on Mitrovic?
Yeah, I'm going Mitrovic Street Beefs.
Yeah.
Mitrovic Street Beefs.
Leeds United.
Alioski because he kisses men.
No, he hates being kissed by men.
Oh no, that was it. Yeah, Janssen kissed him, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he got really weirded out by him.
Yeah, I think Alioski because
he's definitely
of his
homophobic
views.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, isn't he from like Macedonia? Do they even have light bulbs there? It's true.
Max, can you please apologize? We have a huge Macedonian following.
They're all 8 viewers from Macedonia.
Yeah.
Hey, we get more than 8.
Yeah, we got like 25. Here's a tough one. Patrick Bamford, just like being a southerner in the northern part of the country, be interesting.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, it'd be like Bold and Bankrupt, wouldn't it? But just
surviving on £1.
Being a boy.
Yeah. Patrick Bamford, but he's like pointless blog. He's like Alfie Day's channel, like. Because I'm spending the day on £1. I'm spending the day on £1, and he goes in. Oh, what did they gave me a free Dunkin' Donuts because I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Anyone else got any?
I'm sticking to Alioski and his homophobic views.
Yeah, we'll go with those.
Yeah, you're set on that, aren't you? Leicester.
Like hype beast review.
Johnny Evans, History of Ireland, and he talks about Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. That'd be great.
Harvey Barnes reviewing Premier League goals by whispering.
He's not the one who did the whispering.
No, I know, but I feel like that'd be funny. Like, Harvey Barnes going.
He went,
Jamie Vardy scored 3 and destroys record.
What a volley over Liverpool to get the win over Liverpool.
Oh, that's a last-minute goal from Aguero. Get in.
I swear, you'll never see anything like this ever again.
Weird ASMR thing.
I'll back that. I can't think of anything more with Leicester.
What's Siunchu? I feel like he's an interesting character.
Kasper Schmeichel just talking about being around
his dad.
Being around his dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Go on then. We'll go with those for Leicester.
Right, Liverpool.
Firmino Beauty.
I'm thinking Thiago is like a Jez Lynch, where he's just like looks kind of like can strike a ball nicely, but doesn't really do anything else.
He'd fit in perfectly for the F2 freestylers.
Placing Jez.
I've got it.
Oh.
Thiago, sign language, and all it is, he has one episode. It's just him thumbs up, like Jay Bishop on the counter.
What about Mane doing his own rendition of the Penis Munch?
What?
No, I feel like that'd be pretty funny. Yeah. Because the bloke's like so weird. He speaks like Kermit the Frog.
Sadio Mane. You know that picture of Mane like in Asda, and he's all in his get-up, and he's just taking a random picture with some kid's baby. Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. Nice.
Man City. John Stones dance tutorials.
Oh no, I've got it.
Apparently that boy can move.
Yeah, but I've got another one. Kyle Walker's sex stories.
Parties. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good one.
Lockdown
sex party.
Remember that whole thing came about Kyle Walker's girlfriend like shagging a dog?
No, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
Can you send me the link?
It's saved on a hard drive somewhere. No, but there was a whole thing, and it was when he was at Tottenham, but it was like going around forums and stuff. This was his wife now. Having sex with a dog.
Is he married? Is he? He's married. He's having a sex party during lockdown. What the fuck's he getting away with that?
It's a bit open.
What a weirdo.
It's probably.
Who's he married to? Fucking Katie Price.
Definitely open to the dog. But yeah, I'm going Kyle Walker's sex stories.
Yeah, either that or Edison tattoo tutorial.
Yeah, Edison tattoo fixes, but he doesn't do it himself.
He does them himself, doesn't he? Because they look
smiley faces on everyone.
Yeah,
smiley face.
Man United. Harry Maguire food reviews.
David De Gea how to play the piano.
Yeah. Alexis Sanchez had to play
He
piano.
listens to heavy metal.
Marcus Rashford's school meals review.
Is Ashley Young still on loan? Is Ashley Young on loan?
No, we sold him.
I was going to say Ashley Young, just a whole segment on like what it was like to get bird shit in his mouth.
Sorry, I'm really put off by Bish's
this angle. He looks like a Twitch streamer, doesn't he? Look here, he looks like a Twitch ego.
Yeah, I just wanted to
kick your legs back and forth.
Yeah,
kick them back and forth. Right.
Thank us for subscribing.
Like
that. Who are we going for Man United? Bruno Fernandes penalty tutorials.
Yeah, he's a bit F2, isn't he?
Anthony Martial, how to look sexy, and it's just him like with his fingers in his mouth.
What about Dan James growing up in Swansea or wherever he grew up would be pretty interesting.
It'd be like Yorkshire. Adam said yesterday.
Dan James growing up in Wales. I feel like that's enough of a tragedy to make a good YouTube series.
Okay, yeah, we'll go. I'll go with all then. I'm
We seem to have a good run of saying bad about the Welsh on here. I'm starting to realise.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't be so fucking stupid.
They're not watching. They don't have internet.
Adam is though. Hello, Adam.
Yeah,
the only man with Virgin Media in Wales. Congratulations.
He got that to the name. Go on. Next one.
Newcastle United.
Andy Carroll still there.
Andy Carroll, when he was like before he settled down, he's an absolute sex pest.
I don't know. What about St. Maximin?
Oh, St. Maximin with his fucking wife, who's like 12 years old.
Oh no, I think it is actually his niece. It turned out.
Yeah, but he's too sexual with her.
Yeah, he was like kissing her on the head and stuff. Which is
yeah, tongue in her.
But he is French, so I'm not saying anything about the French.
Bish, people know where the tongue is, Bish. You don't have to explain what
Steve, I'm saying Steve Bruce like Blue Van Man.
Oh, yes!
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Bacon, did you see?
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, please. I'm going for that.
Bish
is really in love with it. Bish looks like he's on FaceTime with the love of his life.
He is. He literally is.
Yeah.
He's watching Steve Bruce Blue Van Man.
He's just watching. That's how Bish watches Steve Bruce's pre-match press conferences. He's like, "Oh, it's on the telly. It's on the telly." What is this episode? Right. So next one.
Sheffield United.
Oh, dude.
George Baldock, Greek Adventures.
Yeah. The Isle of Greek.
Isle of Fernando.
Isn't Crete a Greek? Is Crete a Greek island? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes.
We'll just George Baldock getting fucked up in Crete.
I'm going Ollie McBurney. Do you remember that whole thing, Ollie McBurney?
Ollie McBurney away days.
Yeah.
Away days well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in the Swansea crowd, wasn't he?
Yeah, and also he agreed that.
Did he get fined for that?
There was a song about some. Yeah, he did. There was a song about some porn star shagging him. It's that woman who had a flap scarf.
Oh, what that weird fucking Twitter fucking person? Yeah.
Like
what's their name again?
Elle Brooke.
Off the top of the dome.
She's weird.
Saved in my documents.
I bet.
You have a lot.
Flat.
A lot of things coming out about you're saved at the moment, Bruce. Just in this one episode.
Yeah, well, you know what? Check my hard drive if you want.
Rather not.
They're all on the cloud.
Next one. Who do we just agree with there?
Ollie McBurney, I think.
McBurney away days. McBurney away days. Then the bit more civilised.
Southampton. That's a great Southampton accent. Thank you very much.
Mr. Gineppo, he's a friend of the show.
Mr. Gineppo. Also, I would say Theo Walcott, and he can just talk about how his career has just gone like this. It never stabilized. It just went really good, really shit, really good, really shit, really shit, really good, really shit. But I think
Southampton don't really have memorable players, do they?
Mr. Gineppo.
Yeah, obviously he's a friend of the show. Though.
Joe Lemon, good left back. Southampton legend.
Who the fuck does Southampton have? James
Angus Gunn.
Mangus Gunn.
I reckon James
I'm
Ward-Prowse
I'm
was
so
Chris
happy to
MD.
sign a new concept.
To be fair, Ward-Prowse, Chris MD vibes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ward-Prowse is banging free kicks in his local
Fraser
park.
Forster.
I took 1,000 shots, and these
Yeah.
were my top 5 best ones.
Yeah. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse.
James Ward-Prowse, there you go.
Can't think of anything.
James Ward-Prowse free kick tutorials.
Well, but if he takes 1,000 free kicks, I think 900 go in.
Prowse, what would the channel name be?
Prowsey
Power Shots.
No, he would have made it when
Prowsey
he would have made it
Powers.
when he was like 13. It'd be like Prowsey Skills X.
Yeah. JWP Power Shots.
You think about this too much. Wait.
I would say.
Wait, my thing's lagging. Wait.
Oh god, there's quite a lot.
Wait, my thing's lagging.
Oh, cut.
My internet connection is stable.
Cut straight in my leg.
See, I was gonna say Son.
My thing's back.
I was gonna say Son, and he could do like a boot camp on his South Korean training.
Southampton.
I need
to Southampton.
Yeah. So who's after Southampton? Tottenham.
PUP Power Shots.
Yeah. So is that we've just it's Tottenham after Southampton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just go. I'll just say sorry, my thing. Apologies, my camera froze as always. We got to where did we get to, Sam?
So next we have Tottenham.
Harry Kane learning.
I was going to say. All right, that's not on. All right, I'm not having that. Either another rendition of the Pengus Munch by Davinson Sanchez, or Musa Sissoko Crepe Check, or Heung-min Son, what it was like in the South Korean army.
Oh, I reckon I'm going Eric Dyer, like protecting his brother, and it's like an SAS wins.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm going Harry.
To be beautiful.
What about like Joe Hart shouting at people?
Oh yeah. I'm going Harry Kane.
He would make a Ben Foster-esque channel.
Who would?
Dane Scarlett.
Joe Hart would make a channel like Ben Foster.
Potential.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm
right.
What's your best picks for those ones? I'm going Kane English.
I'm going Joe Hart. Oh no, who we could because I could see Joe Hart doing it, so that would have to do that. Who would I want to do? I would want Lamella to set up a channel and tutorial ball rolls.
Nice.
Lamella would be once again part of the F2 freestylers.
Yeah.
Him and Thiago are the new F2 freestylers.
Right.
Bruce, edit in a picture of that.
Lamargo.
Of what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Edit.
Lamella's head with Thiago's body, or vice versa.
No, just both of them as the F2 freestylers.
Okay, I'll try.
We'll now move on to West Brom.
With Jez and whatever his name is, Billy.
West Brom.
Willie
Sam Allardyce.
Oh,
field review. Like him collabing with Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
And Blue Van.
Sam Allardyce with his pint of wine.
I've got a new one. Sam Allardyce. But it's like trips abroad, and it's just him dancing on tables in Marbella to Rihanna. That's the greatest video I think I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a man.
Sam Allardyce walking past people in a foreign country, and vlogging himself right like this, and pulling this face every time he walks past one of them. Because that's what he did.
Past one of them.
That's what he did. No, a person. Why? Why did you do that?
Walking past one of them.
Did you do that? No, not.
Max is cancelled before it's even begun.
Why? I mean, like one. No, it makes sense.
Oh yeah. What right does it make sense to you? Does it?
Wow. Yeah, does it?
Wow.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Let's move on before Max says anything worse. Next one.
West Ham.
Declan Rice, I could see doing it, so I'm not going to choose him.
I mean,
same with Lingard.
Jesse Lingard.
You can see him doing it. You can see him doing it.
Yeah.
Manuel Lanzini.
How to score from outside the box.
Oh, Mark Noble trying to work technology. I feel like Mark Noble has
geography test.
Yeah, Mark Noble. I just feel like he has no. He definitely still like.
Right, hear me out.
Okay.
I've got a good one. All right. So as we know, Fabianski is Polish, and he's come over to England, and he's doing well for himself. He's working a really good job that no one else wants to do. And Fabianski, listen to the title, right? Fabianski fitting in, and it's just him. It's just him. It's just him making a life for himself in England.
It sounds like a Partridge series.
This fucking Partridge dictaphone. Idea for TV show. Lucas Fabianski, West Ham goalkeeper, fitting in.
Fitting in. Fabianski fitting in.
Okay, I'm not going to go with that one.
No? Okay.
I'm going to go with. I think I like Mark Noble, but I also would like Michael Antonio reading his tweets.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
He's a strange bloke. Yeah. Nice bloke.
Didn't he talk about his massive cup in his last tweet?
Yeah, he put. I would say it was about Valentine's Day, and it was like, I would say I love you with all my heart, but I love you with all my willy. I would say with all my heart, but my willy is bigger.
That was it. Yeah. That's a normal thing to tweet when you're a multi-billionaire.
What a poet. And not only did he think it was so good to tweet, he also copy and pasted it onto his Instagram and posted it there as well. So
just brave. That's what
so I'm going with that one.
Yeah, that's cool by me. And then we'll finish it off with Wolves.
Wolves. I would say Connor Cody living with the Portos.
Yeah, Connor Cody learning Portuguese.
Just living with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Max would call it. Connor Cody, who are you? Question mark. I would go with Fabio Silva, just like an acoustic guitar channel. You know, he looks like he should be in an indie band. So
he does.
He looks like he should be in Blossoms. He does.
He's got the accent for him.
Yeah. Stockport, Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I can't think of anything else.
By the way, if Blossoms are watching
Adama Traore just in the gym.
Big fans.
Workout routines.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to track.
Yeah, Adama Traore greasing up. I like that. Is that it?
What oils are you?
What are we agreeing on?
I'm saying Adama.
Should we close out on a relegation prediction? Because I've got a few in mind.
You're just gonna say Brighton.
I'm not actually.
Okay. Brighton.
No, I was actually going to say Newcastle, Sheffield, and West Brom. But...
Sheffield on Wednesday. Yeah. I think Brighton are in trouble if they don't start scoring.
I think Newcastle will stay up because they've got enough goals on their side if Wilson's fit.
And goal in Tom. But they've got Maximin and Almiron out now for a while.
Yeah.
They're down, mate. They're down. And then Alice and Maximin will go to a mid-table team. They're down.
I will go wishful thinking, Sheffield United.
Wow, you want them to go down? That's me.
West Brom.
Yeah, they're shit.
I think it'd be
between Fulham, Newcastle, and Brighton, isn't it?
Fulham won't go down. Fulham are too good to go down.
They do look like they've got something about them.
Yeah, definitely. They should have drawn.
And they're going to beat Liverpool as well.
But the thing is, I feel like Brighton also have something about them which can't fucking score.
Yeah, I want Brighton to stay up. I really want Brighton to stay up because I enjoy having them in the league because it means like we can talk to you on a Premier League basis.
I would like to stop hearing about. Well, we won on the XG.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm unlucky.
Be the same with the
shit.
But I'd say the thing is, I don't say we're unlucky because like
a lot of on XG. You can't deny it.
But the thing is, it's living up to it now because like it was funny at the start and now it's just depressing.
Yeah.
It's still funny, mate. Don't get me wrong. It's still funny.
Yeah, it's for you lot. But I know we haven't really talked about. I'm sure we'll talk about referees or something next week. But
referees shit.
Referees shit. So
referees crap.
So I think that's gonna be a big thing in the.
What was that guy's name? That guy that looked like something out of fucking Alice in Wonderland. What was his name? That bulb.
Lee Mason.
Yeah, he's a fucking twat.
He's still reffing the game this weekend because he's got a calf injury.
Calf injury, mate. He wants to stay away because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's fine. If Lee Mason, if you're watching this, grow some hair.
You are nothing. You are a fool. You're a waste of time. Right. I think we should end it there, boys. I think that was a good episode. I can see Bish is ready for bed or ready to FaceTime the girl.
I'm actually bursting for a piss.
Just want to say thank you, Max, for joining us again. You're becoming quite a regular fixture on the show. I think it works at a good time.
On the counter.
On the count till we die. Musa Chinepo till we die.
Exactly.
Sam and James Bishop, thank you very much for joining me again this week.
No problem.
No worries, baby.
Bish is freaking me out. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.